Okay, so not only the smoking gun of AIDS, the 1971 flowchart showing the intention of this special virus program and its agenda to reduce population, especially amongst people of color. The other thing that is very telling, that this was man-made and that it was race-specific, which it's awful either way, but this makes it even worse, is this little tidbit. It's similar. It actually has to go to a certain receptor site genome to be accepted, and people of color are people who have any kind of color in their ancestry at all, even, like Italian or just a little bit, will have this. Again, that's CCR5 delta 32 positive, and that's for people who can contract the HIV virus. Now, 15% of all white people in the world don't have this. They have the CCR5 delta 32 negative, and that's mainly in white Europeans, from Northern Europe, and they are essentially immune to AIDS. And they did this obviously for a reason, because these are the people that created this, so they don't want to get it themselves, and they are trying to cull a certain kind of population. That's why they started it, obviously, in Africa, and obviously amongst gay men, to areas where they knew it would spread quickly, and they knew these are people that essentially they wouldn't miss. I hate to be cruel like that. And it's sad and it's wrong, and they should be held accountable. And they still have yet to this day to answer to these charges. And the evidence is overwhelming. Mainly, another evidence that we have when we want to talk about these patents is, if you look up, I don't have the patent number right here, but if you look up Dr. Gallo and look up his patents, he actually has a patent on the AIDS virus itself. He patented the AIDS virus. Now, how can you patent something that is supposedly occurring in nature? You can't. So that would be admission right there that it is man-made, and also that he is profiting now whenever they test a vaccine or anything, and they have to use that virus. Obviously, he gets paid a royalty. So he gets paid on either side. This guy is evil, but he's not the only one. This had many, many people's hands in this. And I think that, once we find all this out, it's very damning and it's very eye-opening. And I think it's very freeing, because it makes me at least aware that my government cannot be trusted, and they could be lying right out to us, and you never know what's really going on. I wouldn't trust a vaccine that they make, or any kind of anything that they make. If it's not from God himself, I don't want to put it in my body, and especially not if the government tells me it's good for me. I'll take my chance. I can suffer a flu if I have to. Anyway, so there is this patent, to get to the good stuff here. It's patent number 5676977, and it is a cure for AIDS. It is called Tetrasil. It's tetrasilver and tetraoxide. And that is silver 4, oxygen 4. And it's very simple. It's not available. It was available for 5 years, and then they took it off the shelf for whatever reason. And now all they would have to do is simply test it for safety. It is safe. Both of these things are safe. They're found in health food stores. And it's simple. I guess it takes about 20 minutes to make. And drink it, or however you administer it. I believe you drink it.